You've been asked to stand up and give a presentation at work, and now the sweat starts rolling down your back because public speaking is just not your thing. Here's the reality. Every single one of us, if you're a leader or professional, you can learn how to speak like a leader. Head to speakwithpeople.com/speak like a leader and check out our training course that will help you not only learn how to speak like a leader, but to speak with confidence and in a captivating way. So the next time you're asked to speak in front of your team, you'll absolutely crush it. Welcome to the Speak with People podcast. My name is Jason Raitz. I'll be your host, and this podcast exists to help you improve your communication skills. Whether you communicate one-on-one, to a team, from a stage, or from behind a screen, we know that when we improve our communication skills as leaders, it exponentially changes everything. It improves our relationships, it improves our leadership skills, and it improves our business skills. So let's get ready to dive into this next episode. Here we are, friends, the very last week of our Speak Like a Leader series. We have gone through the pathway. Step 1, assess and prioritize your health. Step 2, with or at, how do you communicate? Step 3, deeply care for your audience. Step 4 of the pathway, study and prepare like your license depends on it. Step 5, embrace clarity. Step 6, tell a really good story. Step 7, partner with laughter. And finally, step 8, you got to craft the entire experience. You got to craft the entire experience. You got to set the ambiance. You got to think about everything that's happening all around you. Richard Branson says it this way: picture yourself in a living room having a chat with your friends. You would be relaxed and comfortable talking to them. The same applies to public speaking. Now we're going to talk about our body. We're going to talk about our voice. We're going to talk about our creative elements and assets that we're going to use. We're going to talk about our pacing. We're going to talk about what we do to pull people in. When it comes to partying, right, there's just something good about a good party host. We went to a New Year's Eve party. I didn't want to go. I wanted to stay home. We get to our friend's house, and the moment we walked in, I felt like I was invited to something special. Everything was planned. There was fun decorations. They made us feel welcome. There was surprises. The food was great. The games were so much fun. And I left thinking, I'm so glad that I came. That's what a great speech does. That's what a great presentation does. It takes you on a journey. It's not just dispensing information. And that's the problem with most. I mean, let's be real honest. Most leaders get up front and they dispense information. Yeah, I'm going to throw pastors underneath the bus a little bit on this one because I was a pastor for a long time. Pastors, so often, they just dump information on people and they hope that it sticks. Because I think down deep, maybe some pastor's shadow mission is they want people to think that they're deep. They want people to think that they're deep. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. But you can't just dispense information. You got to inspire. You got to motivate. You got to encourage. You got to challenge, whether it's 2 minutes or 50 minutes. And now we've gone through all 7 steps of the pathway. And now we're getting to this step where it really does help make the difference. You got to craft the entire experience. When you have a party, don't just invite people over and say, okay, I don't know what to do. What do you want to eat? What do you want to do? No. Effective communication involves the entire experience. It involves the whole person. So I love how Neville Brody says that the way something is presented will define the way you react to it. So if you come in tense and stressed and not ready, they're going to be tense and stressed and not ready. If you come in, you've already prepared, you've gone through the pathway, you've gone through the successful presentation structure, you've practiced like none other, you're going to come in and be like, all right, let's go on a journey together. So a couple steps. Step 1, make every part an experience for your audience. Make every part an experience. Think through your images. 99% of speeches, presentation, talks, you use a screen, so use every inch of the screen. Bring your points, your data. You bring your stories alive. Show images. If you talk about 5th grade Jason, show a picture of 5th grade Jason. Don't just put up a boring picture of something. Use personal pictures to draw people in. Be inspired by others. Listen to their talks. Aristotle said this, creative thinking is merely intelligent plagiarism. Go to other people. Ask what they would do. Listen to their talks. Step number 1, make every part of this an experience for your audience. Step number 2, use your body to deliver the right message. John Mayer once said, your body is a wonderland. I'm pretty sure he was referring to something else. But when I heard that, I was thinking of your body is a wonderland. Such a great song. But you can really learn how to use your body. The way that you walk up in front will show the room if you're ready to take command of the room. One of my favorite things as I coach communicators is I get people in two camps, and I have been in both camps, so I understand how this works. One camp is you got an edge to you. You're thinking you are the stuff, man. I'm a leader. Yeah, I got it going on. The other camp is like you're nervous. You don't know if your stuff is any good. And I love coaching people in both camps. And one of the things that I would love to do if I had the capability of it, people who think that they are just like drop dead amazing communicators, I would love to take them and put them, if they've never spoken before to middle school students, I would love to put them in front of 600 middle school students. And then let's see then how good of a communicator you are, because that is a tough crowd. So your body sends the message. The more tense you are, the more tense they'll be. Think through and be aware of, how you stand. Are you slumping over? Is your head tilted? Are you looking down? Are your arms drooped? No, stand up straight with your shoulders straight. Project command, project conviction. When you're speaking, you don't have to pace. If you pace, stop pacing. People are going crazy watching you go back and forth. Be strategic in how you stand on the stage. Start in the center. If you tell a story, go to stage right, come back to the center, go to stage left, come back to the center. Use those stage right or stage left as a place where maybe stage right is where you're going to be more empathetic. Stage left is where you're going to be more challenging. Make sure you think through your arms. What do we do with our arms? Some of us are like Ricky Bobby in his first television interview. What do I do with my hands? Where do my hands go? Be comfortable with them. Be comfortable with them. Your facial expressions. One of the best things you can do, walk on stage and smile. Smile. If you wear glasses like me, make sure your glasses have that kind of filter on it that you can see, through your glasses, because sometimes you got the glare. But then look at the audience. Don't look up. Don't look over here. Don't look down. Look at your audience. Practice that. Your listeners are using their eyes and ears and instincts to see if you're sincere, welcoming, if you really believe what you're saying, if you're interested and care about them, if you're confident in control. So use what you have available. Physical actions speak louder than words. If I shuffle my notes, I trip, I don't look up, my iPad isn't working, I grab the mic and it makes noises, I go, oh, the lights are bright, I'm already out. I'm already out. Connect visually by smiling. Hey friends, as you know, one of our core values to speak with people is to be obsessed with your success. We wanted to present with you a couple of options to help you succeed. One of the absolute best ways to grow as a leader is to find a coach who will not only encourage you, but who will challenge you, inspire you, and pull out the greatness inside of you. Whether you're looking for a leadership coach, a communication coach, or a life coach, Speak With People has options for you. Make sure you check out speakwithpeople.com/coaching and let's schedule a discovery call today and pull out the greatness that you have. One of the things I do when I pick up every microphone, if it's not a headset, is I'll take the microphone up to my mouth and I'll blow in it a little bit to see if I can hear if it's already working. Instead of saying, is this on? Is this on? Don't say that. Don't say, is this on? Ooh, the lights are bright. Don't do any of that. And then step 3, use your voice. Mark Twain said, the right word may be effective, but no word was as effective as a rightly timed pause. Pause. Take time to let things sit. Back to smiling. Dale Carnegie said, your smile is a messenger of your goodwill. Sir Ralph Richardson said, the most precious things in speeches are pauses. Work on your enunciation. When I get speaking fast, I enunciate poorly. Watch your filler words. Jacqueline Harrington, who we had on the podcast, former Yale professor, TED Talk coach. She's brilliant. You got to go check out that podcast. She talks all about filler words. She calls them heller words. And the ums and the likes and the... Do what you can to rid yourself of those. And the best way to do that is honestly walk through something like the successful presentation structure, because it doesn't really help you. When I first started speaking, I spoke at the same level and I walked back and forth, walk it back, walk it back, walk it back, walk it back, walk it back. I like exhausted people. I had to go to mentors and say, okay, help me with this. Help me with this. Help me understand how I can slow down. Help me understand how I can get more focused. Help me understand how I can do this. A few things when it comes to crafting the experience. Every time is not going to be perfect. It's just not going to be perfect. So I like to use the scale of good, better, best. Good, better, best. Every talk, speech, or presentation, you're not going to have all the time in the world to prepare. You're just not. And so you're going to have to set in your mind whether it's going to be good, better, or best. And a lot of times, if I know going in that I only had an hour to prepare, I set the right expectation. Okay, I'm just looking for good. I got to make sure this is good. That's what I got to shoot for. Now, I have a talk coming up in April. It's for a major U.S. bank, offices nationwide. It's their top 25% of their performers in the company. Listen, I'm working on that talk every single day. Every single freaking day, because I want to knock it out of the park. And one of the ways to do that is to practice. Dale Carnegie says, there are always 3 speeches for everyone you actually gave. The one you practiced, the one you gave, and the one you wish you gave. So good. All right, friends, I try to be as honest with you as I possibly can on this podcast, and I want to hear from you. I really do. I want to hear from you. Jason@speakwithpeople.com. Would you take the time to email me? What's one area that you need help with your speaking? I'd love to help you. I'd love to help you. I'd love to go deep with you. If you really want to go deep, buy the course, speakwithpeople.com/speaklikealeader. You could do all this on your own. Watch the modules. I go into great depth of what I did in this podcast series. So the podcast series, I kind of dip my toe in. In the course, we go into great depth. Now, if you really want to level up and you want to become a speaker that people are like, I am ready to be that kind of speaker, and let's do some private coaching together. I have 3 or 6 month packages. I only have three opportunities for those that exist with my schedule. I have 3 opportunities. And so we would meet twice a month for 50 minutes. You'd have me available to you to answer any questions. And you're going to get me speaking into your communication style. We're going to talk about your talks. We're going to critique you in a way that is going to lift you up, but then also is going to break you down a little bit, because you're going to have to learn, like I did, that pacing and talking really, really fast is not the way to communicate. I had to learn how to slow down, how to use my voice, how to craft the entire experience. And that's what I can teach you to do. Now, there's lots of great courses out there, lots of great people out there. But I think what sets Speak with People apart is that we care for the whole person. So many of the programs that I've researched just are going to give you technical skills. We want to help you be a healthy leader on the inside. We're going to spend time talking about your inner world and making sure you're healthy and you're prioritizing it. We're going to talk about the with or at and making sure you're far away from being an at-hole when you communicate, but you speak with people. I'm going to teach you how to deeply and genuinely care for your audience. I'm going to teach you how to study and prepare in a way that you're going to become the expert on your material. We're going to talk about how to embrace clarity, and we're going to go through the successful presentation structure. You're going to learn how to knock it out of the park. I'm going to teach you how to tell a story that people remember and then tell other people. I'm going to teach you how to help people laugh, how you can use laughter, and then craft the entire experience. We're going to talk about your body and all the things that are happening. So it's good, better, best. Good is this podcast series. We've given you a lot of good skills. I know you can improve your communication after listening to this series. And by going to speakwithpeople.com/speaklikealeader, download the free public speaking checklist, get all the resources that you can. But then if you want to be good, better would be to get the course. You can get the course at Speak Like a Leader. And then if you want to go to the best category, you want to level up your speaking so you're making more money, you're getting asked to speak. Now it's time to do some private coaching. And I have 3 spots. 3 spots. I want you to have one of them. So email me, jason@speakwithpeople.com, and let's talk about what it costs, because all coaching costs some type of resources. It costs time and it costs funds. And then let's talk about if you're ready for that type of coaching, because if you're not, if you're not ready, it's going to be really, really hard for you to move forward. But if you're ready, let's move forward. Friends, I can't thank you enough. I love that you are listening to the Speak with People podcast. I love that you are here. Thank you for being a part of the community Facebook group. Thank you for every rating and review on Apple Podcast and Spotify. Thank you for sending this to friends and coworkers and your boss. Really appreciate it. I want to hear from you. Jason@speakwithpeople.com. Tell me one way that I can help you improve your communication skills. Oh, I'm so excited. Don't forget, May 10th, we start the Clarity is Everything series, where we're going to walk through the successful presentation structure, and we're going to launch that product. Now, if you buy the course, Speak Like a Leader course, it's already inside of it. But during the Clarity is Everything series, we're going to launch the product. You can buy that template. You'll get the Google Docs, so you can take all of your talks, all of your presentations, and crush them. Friends, I believe in you. I know that you are an incredible leader. I know that you are a gifted human being, and I would love to connect with you. Find me on LinkedIn. Find me on socials, TikTok, Twitter or X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Find me. Email me. Love to talk. We'll see you for the next Speak with People podcast episode. Well, thank you for joining us on another episode of the Speak with People podcast. We hope that you were encouraged. We hope that you were inspired and challenged to improve your communication skills. I want to thank you again for being a part of the Speak with People podcast community. Make sure you don't miss out on being a part of the Speak with People Facebook community group. Just head to Facebook, type in Speak with People, scroll down and join our community, because every single day we're encouraging each other. We're helping each other to improve our communication skills. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next episode.